So YouTube family, let's talk Travis Hunter. I want to explain the entire truth about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend slash fiance Leanna situation. Now this video is only a conversation. It's not an attack video.
Cause something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him.
Listen, you love who you love. Facts. Okay, I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right.
We don't like hide. Even if we don't like get on it, we know each other's passwords. Like to literally everything.
I don't know every password.
No, Travis. You're lying. You have it in your phone.
Let's stay on the.
You're lying. You have it in your phone.
Will certainly have an incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field at home for the last time.
Uh-oh. She ain't like when you got them chili to face, boy. Mm-mm.
Will certainly have.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my...
Disclaimer, this is a journalistic integrity video, which means don't jump to conclusions or react emotionally based on only a part of the information. Make sure you fully understand the situation by watching the whole video before forming an opinion or expressing strong feelings. I want all of you people who either support Travis Hunter or against him to understand what this video is going to be talking about. These are the things listed that DJ Blessone will chime in on. This is not a gossip with the tea video. This is an advice from an older guy to a younger man. Like I said, Travis, I love you, brother. You're a humble guy. Like when you were on the Pivot podcast and you said this right here, it's why I like you.
Gangsters. You know, I respect the game. You know, I always make sure everybody know, like, bro, keep going. You got this far, you got to keep going. You know, I respect everybody that I play against. You know, I hope they do the same to me. I'm not a cocky dude on the field, just like I'm not off the field. Yeah. You know, I'm just very humble and laid down. Like, I don't go out there talking smack just for the fun of it.
Now, before we get started with this video, I got many receipts to add to this video to make it make sense as far as what we're talking about today. Now, the guy who originally exposed this whole thing on Travis Hunter's girlfriend, Leanna, the stripper allegations, because from my perspective, for me, it's an allegation because I didn't cover this, but he responded to me in this comment right here. Now, he told me, put a name on it, bro. I don't chase views. My ish is called House of Hypocrites. You yourself said someone told you this. You didn't want to destroy your relationship with him, but why didn't you give him a heads up? I can't access him to give him the information. I didn't and won't make $1 off this. I called out hypocrites. I DM'd you. Now, much respect to that brother, the House of Hypocrites. I don't know him. What he's responding to is a video on a live stream I did last night to jam and listen to some music. Now, on that live stream, I talked a little bit about the Travis Hunter situation. This guy is correct about a little bit things, but wrong about some. I wasn't calling him out. See, he needs to understand that there's a lot of people talking about this Travis Hunter situation. What I said about the matter and situation is that there's a lot of people who are probably jealous of Travis Hunter, and now they have videos trying to expose him and Leanna, not really looking out for him for advice. I was not referring to the House of Hypocrite. Before I talk to my brother from the House of Hypocrite, let me do an honor with him right here. Now, you guys can go subscribe to the House of Hypocrites. I kind of like his style. I didn't know about him until he hit me up. So I researched his channel. I kind of liked what I've seen. I've seen certain videos he did. Now, the House of Hypocrite, I indulge in some of your videos. I like the one you did about Priscilla. I seen her on Real Street Stars, and she's misguiding females out here with the wrong information. Now she came back and saying Charleston White and all these people were correct because she's in a female to female relationship, and she knows the hardship that men go through now. Now, before I continue on the video, let's look at Godfrey, the genius comedian that he is. He always stays on code and sticks to code. There is a difference staying on code and sticking to code. That's another video. But Godfrey would respond to this entire Leanna accusations, and Travis responded as well. Let's look at both responses and then we'll get into the rest of the video.
This message goes out to Travis Hunter. Listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. Yeah, I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement, but man, you might have to disengage, because it's something about this woman, man. The way she was talking to, and she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen, you love who you love. Facts, okay? I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me, and she was like dogging you, going, yeah, he wasn't my type. I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party, and then we fell in love. I think, personally, I don't know when y'all dated, was it high school? I don't give a fuck. But when she found out your stats, bro, that's when I think she was like, oh, I love him. I don't know what she is. She's like Indian looking, Latino looking with a sprinkle.
Now, I'm going to give my opinion about Godfrey later on the video, but Godfrey goes in a little bit more. So let's look at this minute video about Godfrey explaining to why he's saying this to Travis Hunter.
I don't fucking know what she is, but one thing I do know, you need to watch your ass, bro. I'm so serious, man. I just something ain't right. And I'm sure people agree with me right now. They're agreeing with me. Don't get sucked into this shit, bro. You better sign all kinds of fucking papers, man. All right? You better have an ironclad fucking contract, because something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's fucking type. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out your potential. Now you everybody's type. Be careful with that shit, bro. I'm just saying. I hope Coach Dion is helping him out. Saying, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I can't tell you what to do. You just gotta have confidence in what you're doing. And I bless you, bless God, and just be careful of the bullshit. I just didn't like what she said. She said, I'm not your type. He said, yeah, I think you should have let the bitch go. That's what I didn't mean to curse, but I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. But Travis, your last name.
Now, Travis Hunter, being who he is, he does have an alpha type unique style, even though people are calling him a simp right now. Travis is a Florida boy. He's not afraid to say how he feels. So Travis will perp up and he'll say this about Godfrey. So Travis let it be known, I don't care who Godfrey is. I don't care what comedic style he got. He told Godfrey, you know her? You know her? Excuse me? No. So don't speak on my relationship, you old ass nigga. Move on with your life, bro. Now, the Godfrey part, I would say Godfrey has to remember you were kind of making fun of a woman that Travis Hunter loves. He's gonna get married with soon. So his response of getting mad at you made sense since you did it publicly and he had to do it publicly. But my thing with Travis Hunter was him acting like you're the op. It made me think, did Travis Hunter do it because he was mad at what you did? Or did Travis Hunter say it because Leanna, his girlfriend slash fiance, forced him to respond to you? Because I honestly see you as a caring dude who's sticking to code and you have interest in football. What people don't know is Godfrey played football in Chicago. He was a hell of an athlete. And I think he also ran track. So when Godfrey sees this, his normal reaction is to go on 10. You know what I mean? He's not like me and other people who's been following Colorado football. What he's probably been following is Dion and the kids and Travis. So he has a best interest at heart. And Travis Hunter is crashing out right now. Some of the things I've told you guys that's probably going to happen, and it could possibly be anybody's downfall. Most women are men's downfall. I think it's safe to say even females and women agree with DJ Blessone that a lot of females take men down. That's why I showed the clips of all those football player moms getting mad at their girlfriends, because they know this. You ask any woman around you, they might be acting like we're misogynist, but in reality, these females are courting and vexing the women who come around their young sons.
Scheme to get him the foot. he can do that. He's a kid who's very explosive. He'll take that big hit, hold on to the football, knows how to find the open area in that defense. Obviously, come out of Oklahoma, they schemed to get him the football, so route running, we'll have to transition.
The Titans get themselves a big tackle in Isaiah Wilson from Georgia. Came from Brooklyn Poly Prep Country Day. Need a little time to adapt to the heat and conditioning in the South, playing at Georgia, and now he'll be playing for the
I can see why there was need that left tackle. The those veteran left tackle. His ability to mirror and stay in front of defensive ends and pass block, to me, can be second to none. He's got football potential at that position. One sack allowed.
Correct me if I'm...
And Travis Hunter, you're a good character dude, and you seem to refer to the age of Godfrey and call him old. Trust me, Travis Hunter, I've been where you at before, and you feel invincible right now. But sir, life goes by so quick. I'm getting older by the minute, and I feel like yesterday I was in high school, so it goes by fast, man. Don't look at people as old haters and lames, because that's shown. You have a right to defend your woman, but you also have to put it up in your mind. Are they really trying to come at you and disrespect your relationship? Or are they giving you solid advice that can potentially save you from an embarrassing outtake? Travis, you have to fight temptations, my guy. You have to remember, subconsciously, this is a mission. You yourself told Ryan Clark and the crew that you're on a mission.
Comes, I'm gonna help him figure out where he want to go. But right now, I just try to tell him, like, I'm on a mission. Mission ain't complete until I can be able to sit down like y'all and not have to work another day in my life.
You talk. Now, I wasn't really calling out the people who are calling out Travis Hunter and Leanna. If you stayed for the video, you would have seen what I said. And let's remember, I wasn't even talking about you, because according to your work, you kind of move like a journalist. The fact that you hit up Travis Hunter before putting out that news, I got nothing but respect for you. I watched your video in entirely, not just the World Star one. I actually clicked off that one, went to your platform, and I liked it. You showed proof. You hit them up in, you know, before time, because people did hit me up and sent me a PayPal and money and said, can you talk about this right here? I didn't do it for other reasons, like you said, because of a relationship I established with the Colorado family. Now, that relationship I established does not mean I'm going to be biased. What I was assuming was these other people don't talk about Colorado football, so they're gonna run the numbers up now, which is nothing wrong with that at all. See, what I see it as is everything I pre-warned Travis Hunter and Leanna about what's going to happen with the gesture that she did during that Any Given Saturday last game at Boulder.
Don't greet people with opposite gender.
No,
like,
it's not that.
If it's like people with opposite gender.
No,
like,
it's not that.
If it's like a say for instance a waiter that's a female, Leanna talks to her.
What? So if a female waiter comes up to me at a restaurant,
House of Hypocrite, I respect you a lot, because everybody who knows me in the hip hop sector, they know what neighborhoods I come from. We both, you and me, are trying to change our life as far as where we come from. We're not trying to act ignorant. You didn't come at me disrespectful. I actually like it. As a dude who had 5 brothers, actually multiple, but I have no sisters, so there's no emotions in my side. I like dudes like you hitting people up if there's a miscommunication somewhere. We both could crash out, but what's the point of that? Just like you didn't get into it to be messy, I didn't either, and I have to respect how you coming at me, bro. I must admit, I appreciate it a lot, gang. House of Hypocrite, I'm gonna get back to you, but I want to continue this video. See, I like how you're respecting your work. I pre-warned Travis and his girl that don't respond to any of this. I'm not talking about the stripper allegations, the one where she made a gesture, because if this is the woman you love, Travis, and Leanna, this is the man you love, that's something you guys have to handle behind the scenes. But once Travis Hunter said this right here, When Travis Hunter responded to the situation and told people, stop being so invested, she's good, Travis disregarded the situation that a lot of people have grew accustomed to love him, like him. And then what he did was also responded by letting people know that's his queen. But people weren't trying to embarrass him. People was letting him know that this is a public format, so they will have their own views and opinions in a public space. And I think the young man forgot.
We'll certainly have.
Lynn, you got the best man in football, girl. Get that man some keys. Why is she upset?
Shador will certainly have an incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field at home for the last time.
Uh-oh. She ain't like when you got them chili to face, boy.
Days of content. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Because we're on a mission to get him 1 million subscribers before the season starts. We need a million subscribers, and if you subscribe and get somebody else to subscribe, we will eclipse that quickly. But if you do that and you prove to us that you've done that, we're gonna give you a call. All right? We'll give you a call. We'll do that. We'll make that happen, or we'll go live.
Now that video was what opened the can to everything. And me, the reason why I told all these other people talking about her being a stripper didn't matter to me, because I only needed to see one thing to understand Travis is going to be in big problems with this woman. It was the gesture of not even turning around and embracing your man. You know, the guy who's the actual prize, the guy who's changing your life, the man who genuinely so-called loves you, and he's trying to show you his appreciation towards you, and you use that moment to be stubborn. That's what I'm gonna stick to. So at the end of the day, all the people who are calling out Travis Hunter and his girl, you guys are not wrong at all. I'm going to be respectful because I move different based on how I like them. But me moving like this doesn't mean you guys are wrong. Because had Travis Hunter listened to advice from guys like me and other people, he would have seen how he's only opening the doors for guys like House of Hypocrite to get people sending in messages. I believe House of Hypocrite because people send me a lot of things that even almost damage a relationship with me and Cormani. But what made me and Cormani McLean be cool with each other, since a lot of you people don't realize that, you think I hate him, we're cool because people tried to pay me to expose him. Not even really pay. A lot of them wanted to do it for free, and I understood the situation. But Cormani, Travis Hunter, a lot of these guys are in the public space. I didn't have to go the route I went with Cormani. I could have done a House of Hypocrites because that's our job. And that's my thing too, about a lot of these football players. If you see somebody going hard in the paint for you, build a relationship with that person, because when you're in a situation like this, you need that person with a platform to defend you. Now, I am going to defend Travis, but I'm going to be honest as well. He brought this upon himself and she brought it upon Travis. Now, you're a grounded person and you're doing what you're doing for your family. Sometimes we can drift away, and it's not that you forgot to help your family. I would never say that about you, Travis. But lately, your relationship has become the major topic of conversation, instead of people talking and highlighting how incredible of a year you had as a two-way sports star. You're supposed to be in a championship. You yourself understand that you're a grounded family man.
What has allowed you to stay grounded as the fame and success has continued to grow?
Just me being the oldest. You know, I have little brothers and sisters, like I always say, like, just me being the oldest, I have to make sure I'm doing everything right so they understand, like, this is how my brother did it, and they can follow my footsteps. Well, they don't have to ask me for anything. They go out and get it themselves. And like now, everybody get to see my little brother. They ask me why I'm not posting him or nothing, because ain't nobody post me when I was younger. So
Now, people were coming up to me when I was defending you a little bit. They were telling me, DJ Blessone, that's not his high school sweetheart. She's 2 years older than him. And everything drastically changed once I found out you were not high school sweethearts and that she's 2 years older than you. Career priorities, Travis. Balancing life and personal goals is the only focus that should be talked about today. support systems, and decision making, staying focused on your NFL dreams by any means necessary. The influence of relationships and athletic performance. We've seen this story over and over again, Travis. You have as well. Like, for instance, the fact that she told the world in front of everybody that you wasn't even her type.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like, we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
A long time.
Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like, we hung out the
Literally
next weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during a week.
We went to Top Golf. That was our first day, Top Golf.
Yeah.
And then
I
our
was still in house.
Now, Travis, if we're being honest, in that video, you even peeped game how she latched on way too much in detail about how you weren't even her type. It's like if you said it once, cool, but she elongated it as if that's something she clearly accepted, that you weren't her type. And you jumped in there and explained, but ever since then, we were stuck together because you're the one who's taking this love thing serious. You're the one who's validating it. Is she? For instance, why I think you should think about it before you get married. Traditional values. I think it was cool when a young man gets married. It gets him focused, it gets him ready, but you're the one who's clearly in love. It doesn't look like she's the one in love, but who am I to judge your relationship? So I don't try to go too deep into that. But look at clips like this here with how comfortable she is telling the world that she like basically is gonna keep her last name. Is this a movie skit?
Play this beginning part.
Get ready with me for the 7th game of the season while I answer y'all's questions. I got a lot of questions pertaining to the wedding, so I'm gonna answer those first. I'm gonna try to keep it in categories. So my first question that I got was, am I changing my last name? The answer is no. I'm hyphening my name. I'm keeping my last name and then adding his on. That's just how I wanted to do it ever since we decided to get married. So yeah, it'll be my name, Leanna Lene, my last name, Hunter. So I'm just gonna hyphen it.
I mean, at what point do you realize the red flags are going to start turning into the yellow flags? And there's no return once the red turn into yellow, Travis. Now, potential distractions and long term from being crashed out or whatever, you have to look at these as actual distractions, Travis. Clearly, this is not keeping you focused. I know you think you are, but the fact that you responded to everybody is wild, my God. You have the future right here in front of you. Some tough decisions have to be made for long-term success. Let me repeat that again. Some tough decisions have to be made for long-term success. Now let's talk about the simp word. You know, quote unquote, something that goes against to the teachings of the late great Kevin Samuels. You have to understand, Travis, you're a great dude, bro. I hate seeing you go through this. But as I've said in the very first video talking about this, I'm even uncomfortable bringing up another man's relationship. But I was in the military before. There was a young guy, Caucasian guy, not that it matters, but he was at Fort Hood, went to Iraq with us. He's no longer here, Travis. This is a real story. He offed himself, unalived himself over a woman breaking his heart while he's fighting for his country, sir. And not only that, when he did off himself, now she collects almost $500,000 in life insurance, and she was still dating the other guy. The young man was so hurt, he offed himself. So when people are giving you this advice, we don't want to be the people who are standing afar and something bad happens in your near future due to Leanna, and now we're trying to act like we're saying something. People are going to be like, why didn't you say something when you had the chance? So everybody's response is, whether it's clout chasing or not, they're in the right path as far as giving you great advice. Now, you don't have to take any of it.
Look at him. Look, she's pretending, but he is in it. He is in it. Look at this. Look at this.
Now, that clip I just used was from Mr. 1950, and I absolutely agree with him on that clip of Travis Hunter dancing with his girl Leanna. Let me explain to you why I agree with him. Now, in that clip of them dancing, both Travis and Leanna, both people look like they're in love, but one looks like real love and the other looks like just for the moment. I'll let you guys decide who's in love for real and which one is just for the moment. Now, to all the YouTubers who think I'm dissing them or whatever, no, man, you guys have a right to talk about whatever you would like to. But when I get on my YouTube, I kind of let the other people know this is the rights of guys like you guys. This is why I pre-warned Travis Hunter as far as your relationship is in a public eye. A lot of people who weren't even interested in Colorado football are talking about your relationship, and that's a problem. Not through the side of the YouTubers, because I see people in my comment section saying these YouTubers have no life, blase, but they talk about everything. Why is it okay when they talk about these other group of people, but it's not when they talk about Travis Hunter? And I'm a staunch Travis Hunter supporter. Now, if this makes him not be friends with me no more, I'm willing to accept that as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not your only rule. I'm taking off my makeup. No, that's not our only rule. Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
We don't hug people of the opposite gender.
The reason I'm willing to go through a separation of friendship between me and Travis Hunter, because I personally feel I've done nothing wrong. At my age of manhood, it is a responsibility for every grown adult to be honest with a young person. It's not that we're mentors, but we're a chapter book that's recorded through this brain right here, meaning we've been through these situations before. To look at that young brother getting ready to crash out over something he assumes as love from her side as well, because maybe from his side it's genuine. From her side, we have a right to look at the typical traits in what we see. Notice everything I talked about without ever bringing up the stripper allegations, because like I'm telling to these other YouTubers who was talking about the stripper part, I've been admitted that I don't think Travis should be with her, and I didn't even need the stripper part. So if the allegations are true about the stripper part, then it only makes me more correct in my analysis and what I said before. So I have no issues with people doing these videos. It's just not for me. And quite honestly, you guys do a better job at the allegations of her being a stripper than me personally, if we're being honest here. I don't have anything against Travis nor Leanna. There's no videos of me calling her out her name, calling her a 304. As I've said in a previous video, one day if you see these people, I never want to be fake and shake somebody's hand knowing I have ulterior motives. But what I won't do is lie to a young man clearly in a position far greater than a lot of us. Maybe some of you guys criticizing Travis Hunter, you've been in the financial stability that he has and the genuine change of generations that he's about to get. The bag, the big bag. So when I see Leanna with these traits, for instance, sitting Travis down and having her own rules on what he should do and not do, and it's like, aren't you both in a relationship together?
That was yours. Rule number 3.
No, that was yours or mine?
That was yours. Rule number 3, no B word.
Well, don't call each other out our name, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't call each other out of our name.
It's a rule now.
Yeah, it is a rule.
Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
The third, or you third or fourth? The fourth rule is we don't be alone with nobody of the opposite gender. Like, I learned this from my pastor a long time ago. My pastor was married and he always said, even if he had like a girl, stop making that face. If he like would have a female in the church or didn't like, or anything, like needed a prayer or something, he'd pray with the door. He'd pray with the door open, or like he doesn't subject himself to being alone with a female. So we don't subject ourselves to being alone with anybody of the opposite sex. So that's a rule. He doesn't be alone with any female in any room unless like the door's open or something. And I, vice versa. I don't subject myself to being alone with a male.
There seems to be a certain type of excitement on her part, and it has nothing to do with a relationship, just being honest. But as I leave you, Travis Hunter, think about it, my guy. It, like, for a woman to say she's keeping her last name, how on God's given earth you don't see that as a problem? But even if you don't see it as a problem, you don't have to listen to anything of this video. I don't beg for friends. I don't do any of this. But if you think I'm a bad guy, my thing is to anybody who's groupied out for you, Travis. I'm a real football supporter, a real melanated brother supporter. I support you, but I also support the melanated content creators who are also talking about you. As I told Coach JB, I'm real in the flesh. It's easy for me to crash out on people and say, leave Travis alone, but then that'll be burning bridges and making beef with my other brothers, which is guys like you, House of Hypocrites. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm solid. I'm keeping my word. I'm welcome in any trenches near you or anybody else. So to Travis Hunter, bro, it seems oddly to me that people are cool when I go in on white people who say these negative connotations about us. But if I pre-warn Travis about the possibilities on what he's getting himself into, I'm a hater now. I can't be supported anymore. And that's wild to me, because when that day happens and Travis learns the mistake that we all went through already, it's going to be the same people saying he's a simp and he's a dodo head. And I'm not talking about the ones calling him a simp now. All the people who are pretending to defend Travis Hunter. If you're defending that young man, leave people alone who are giving him advice. If you don't have the amical intestinal fortitude to tell a young man like Travis the truth, and you rather be in a groupie position, then stay in a groupie position and let grown men like us tell that guy, look, it's already gotten too much. If I'm lying, why aren't we talking about the Heisman? Everybody's talking about your girlfriend. I talked about the Heisman, but it was strange to me. I didn't see many people talking about how the committee is trying to cheat you out of the Heisman. I clearly care about you. Look, man, with that being said, Travis, I'm DJ Blessone, the best one. Yes, the best one for a reason. Because one thing about me, I'm never going to sugarcoat it. This is not going to stop me from supporting you, Travis. You're going through a situation where insecurities are clearly showing, and you feel that certain people are against you. That's not the case at all. Sit down, take a breather, and realize how many people truly love you. That's what I would take from this situation. No matter how much you perceive them to be disrespecting your girlfriend, you need to look at that mirror and ask yourself, is it them disrespecting your girlfriend, or is it your girlfriend disrespecting herself? Think about it. At the end of the day, I'm DJ Blessone, the best one. I don't have to use any receipts or anything to destroy anybody's life. But what I won't do is lie to people that I care about. And I care about you, Travis, regardless if you care about me anymore after this. I'm a solid man. You're a solid person. I know you're going to see what I said. And I know these other YouTubers are going to see what I said. It's too easy to crash out. What I find hard to do is to think rationally and be reasonable towards people you respond to. I'm always going to change. Even the suit and attire I've changed, because I have to be better. I have to be different. To do the same thing every day, you know the rest. Because at the end of the day, it's deeper than football. It's bigger than football. Travis, you have a blessed day, brother. I do have unconditional love for my brothers. I am my brother's keeper. The definition of my brother's keepers.
I see the jealousy and hate. I see the jealousy and hate. Fuck that shit, we gon' be straight. Hold up, bitch. I see the jealousy and hate, but I got shit up on my